You don't want to. Oh, okay, you have a disability that you can't really go down the aisles. That's fine. That's fine. I can just get you signed in. Yeah, because of COVID, we have to sign everybody in. So if you don't mind, I'll get you signed in. I have to do a book. And then I actually have some books here that I can show you. So, let me just take my pen and my paper and write some things down. May I get your first name, please? And your last name. Okay. And your address. Okay. City and state. Okay. And what's your date of birth? Okay. Have you been to this library before? Okay, and the make and model of your vehicle. Oh, you rode by your bike? Okay. The make and model of your bike. Okay. So, now that I got that down, I need to just enter this into the computer. Okay. Just give me just a second while I put this into the computer. Okay. So now that we did that, now I can show you the books that I have. The first book I recommend is Alice in Wonderland. It's a beautiful book. And this book happens to be nice, very pretty. Like, it's a very pretty illustrated book. I've never seen an Alice in Wonderland hardcover like this before. And it's very pretty. It's got a lot of colorful pages too. You'll find that it has colorful pages and really cute, like, illustrations. or month, actually. So, has a plastic cover on it. And it has a really cute illustration. Do you like this book? Yes? Okay. I'll put that aside. Actually, this book, if I remember correctly, this is Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. So these are two books in one book. So I think you'll like that. Makes for fun reading. The next book I have here is Little Women. Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. And it is a thicker book and it's hardback as well. And it has lots of illustrations as well, pretty illustrations. It's about a girl that has a hard time figuring out what she wants to do in life, like where she wants to go. And it's about these three sisters that I don't want to give away too much of the story, but it's all about these three sisters. It's a charming story about the lives of four young sisters, Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy, as they grew up awaiting their father's return from the war. I've read this book and I've seen the movie. I forgot that they had four sisters though. Sorry about that. But it's a really nice book. It can be very sad, so I know that it can be sad too. So it's a good book filled with lots of adventure. You like this book? I recommend it. Okay. The next book is a big book. It's Renoir. It's an art book by Renoir. And it has lots of paintings and it gives you an introduction to shadow palette. So, and it has all these movies in here that are like Animal House and Airplane, The Breakfast Club. It's got lots and lots of movies and facts about the movies. From Here to Eternity. I'll read you something real quick. The movies that they have in this book are action, adventure and epic, comedy, drama, horror, movie, musicals, romance, science and fiction and fantasy, mystery and thriller, war, western. So it has lots of movies in there that I think you like. Just look at. And they have movie facts and all that, so. What do you think about this one? And I do like the cover of this because they have Audrey Hepburn from Breakfast at Tiffany's, and I love that movie. Did you want to check this one out too? Yes, okay. I personally love this book. It's called Understanding Child Behavior Disorders. It is a textbook book, and it's seen better days, but it still is. I actually wrote in a lot of it. I took notes in this particular book. I know I shouldn't have written in the book, especially since we're going to be checking it out, or people are going to check it out, but I did. Basically, this book just talks about the early years of child development and how people understood, or how they did not understand child development. Alright, so I'll put that book aside for you. The next book I have here is Watership Down. Literally. No, just kidding. So Watership Down is a great book by Richard Adams, and it's about rabbits that, well, let me just read the back. It says here, get to know these rabbits. They are so vivid, so compelling, and so well defined that their funny, harrowing, and uplifting experiences have followed me out of the movie and into everyday life. Simply amazing. So this is a book about rabbits that find an adventure. They're trying to find a home. It's a picture book. It has lots of amazing pictures in it. It does have a little bit of graphic pictures too, but it is an adventure book. So, if you've ever seen, yes, it has graphic pictures, so if you don't like to see things like that, I suggest skipping this book, but if you like adventure books, this is the book for you. And what's great about this book is that it is a picture book from the motion picture Watership Down. Would you like that book? Yes? Okay. We have 2 more to go. Actually, 3 more. This one is Time for Poetry. poetry book, a teacher's anthology. It has a lot of different, and as you can see, I put little place marks, so that way I can find my favorite poems. But it's a poem book and it has bunches of poems, tons of them in this book, of all sorts of poems, from Mother Goose to just world poems. And would you like me to share with you one? I can share with you a poem from this book. Autumn woods. I like the woods in autumn when dry leaves hide the ground, when the trees are bare and the wind sweeps by with a lonesome rushing sound. I can rustle the leaves in autumn, and I can make a bed in the thick dry leaves that have fallen from the bare trees overhead. There's a lot of beautiful, cute and whimsical poems here. There once was a puffin. Oh, there once was a puffin, just the shape of a muffin, and he lived on an island in the bright blue sea. He ate little fishes that were most delicious, and he had them for supper, and he had them for tea. But this poor little puffin, he couldn't play nothing, for he hadn't anybody to play with at all. So he sat on the island and he cried for a while, and he felt very lonely, and he felt very small. Then along came the fishes, and they said, "If you wishes, you can have us for playmates instead of for tea." So they now play together in all sorts of weather, and the puffin eats pancakes like you and like me. Very cute. Lots of poems though. You want to skip this one? Okay. So I do have this book by pictures by Garth Williams, but this is a book by the author Laura Ingalls Wilder. So she really was, the little girl in the little house on the Prairie really was a person, like for real. And this is her story, Little House on the Prairie. It's her recollections of her childhood. And this has really nice pictures in it too. It's a very lengthy book, but it's very, very cute and it has lots of pictures, and it tells the story of her family life back in the olden days when they used to, let me just read this. It says, "The big woods is getting too crowded, so Pa sold the little log house and built a covered wagon. They were moving to Indian country. They traveled all the way from Wisconsin to Oklahoma, and there Pa built the little house on the prairie." So this is talking about their move. And this is like in 1867. So I recommend this book to everybody. It's a good book. You would like it. Okay. The last book I have to show you is this one. This is a comic book. The Prehistory of the Far Side 10th Anniversary Exhibit by Gary Larson. This is all about funny pictures and funny. Right here it has a picture of Gary Larson. I can't remember where he's at though. It is not a picture of him. This is just to be funny. recommend this book as well. Would you like this one? Yes. Okay. Oh, and you changed your mind. You do want the poem book. Okay, good, because this is good too. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just check these into the computer right quick. Okay, I have everything in the computer now, and they're ready to be checked out. So, if you want to follow me down to the end, I can get you checked in. I can get them checked out for you, and I'll let you know how long it'll be that you can check them out for.